Take advantage of the Boxing King Media discount at BYD Sheffield. You can get this amazing car for £269 per month with a £269 deposit. Details in the description.
Boxing King Media, powered by BYD. Delighted to be joined by, well, I want to call you a legend of the game because you're kind of the figurehead that a lot of, like I'd say, a lot of young fans who have watched Amir's journey. You was part of that journey. You know what I mean? You kind of pushed his son forward, and so it's great to kind of see you in good health and still knocking about.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, all good, thank you.
How are you, first of all, anyway?
Alhamdulillah, everything's fine, all good. You know, health is good, everything's fine. Amir's retired, pressure's off now.
You know, I caught something you said earlier. You said that it's amazing to see how many young Asian fighters were there in that room tonight, and there's still loads that aren't there tonight as well. And when you guys were doing it, Amir was the only one.
You know something, I can still go back and, you know, see what went on. Amir, we used to take Amir for competitions, you know, when he had his first amateur debut when he was 11-year-old. We went to this social club, you know, people smoking there, everything like that. Then they used to smoke there. And, you know, there were no Asians there. No Asians there at all, you know. And we walked in and we're thinking, where we come here, you know what I mean? And look where we are today. Alhamdulillah, you know, and our youngsters are coming through. There were no Asians then, and today opened a lot of doors for our youngsters, and we've got champions coming through really well, good, strong kids, and I think it's great for the boxing, great for our community.
It must be amazing for you to see where your son's got to. Obviously, he's now retired. You know, I kind of followed all his entire journey, and for you to kind of sit back now and look at all these other dads that are doing something similar, you know, just tell me from your position, what was the hardest thing to be like an Asian dad and trying to build the first British Pakistani that was going to be, well, he was the first British Pakistani to be a pay-per-view fighter. So what was that like for you in your role?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, every time Amir got into the ring, you worry. That's natural, I think, you know. But it's something what Amir loved doing. You know, he loved the sport, and we were there for him. And yeah, you know, I was ringside with him. At all his fights, even his amateur fights, I was there every fight, you know. But the worries are the same, you know, because this is a very dangerous sport as well, you know. You could kill somebody, legally kill somebody in that ring, you know. And because Amir loved the sport, he enjoyed it, and as a parent was there for him. And tonight, I mean, we saw here tonight, I was really impressed with how many youngsters are coming through our community, Muslims, Asians coming through. It's unbelievable, and I think Amir opened a lot of doors for these youngsters, and we got some really good kids, and they could be world champions.
You're saying that me open the doors, but you know, the true hero is yourself. You know, that's how I see it, because if you never put that time and effort in taking your son to the gym at a young age every day, because it would have been days after, maybe after work, you know, I don't know what business you had, but you must have been working all day, taking him to the gym in the evening, up and down the country. That ain't easy. So your dedication has kind of built him to what he is today. So you must obviously see that.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I know it was tough at that time, believe it or not. I mean, one thing was I was lucky I was working for myself. I had my own business, I was in the car trade, and I had my own workshop. So I was very lucky I was working for myself, and I could go wherever Amir fought as an amateur. He's had 110 amateur fights all over the world, world championships, junior world championships, all over the world he's boxed. And I was there because I was working for myself. I could get time off, I could go straight away, no problem. And my business was still running. So I was lucky in that sense. A lot of people these days, they're working for people, and unfortunately they can't go. Although the kids go out, don't get me wrong, the kids do go out and perform. But I think a parent being there with the children, I think is very important as well, because that encouragement, I think, confidence, it gives them a lot of confidence in everything. So I think that helps a lot.
For someone who's been there from the amateur game at the top level and the professional as a dad, what advice would you give to other dads that are kind of doing the same as you now, running up and down the country? Any advice you can give them for the ones that are running up and down the country, and also the ones who are on the edge of stardom?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's very important for the parents to be there for the kids, you know, very important, especially the dads, you know. And whatever the kids want to do as a parent, I think you should be there and give them that support and be there for them, whatever they want to do. I remember when Amir came back from the Olympic Games, he was going to college prior to the Olympics, and he finished his college year, and he came back from the Olympic Games, and he said to me, "Dad, let me have a year out of studies now." and I'll see how my boxing goes. If boxing goes well, I'll continue. If it doesn't go well, I'll go back to studies. I said, fine, no problem. It's whatever you want. I'm here, no problem. So he took a year out, and alhamdulillah, he did really well in boxing, and he continued his boxing career. And, you know, obviously, that's his history. You've seen what he's achieved in his sport. But as a parent, I think this is a very important thing, to be there for the kids for whatever they want to do.
Last question I've got for you. You must hear this very often. Who is going to be the next AMIR Khan, the next, say, British Asian who's going to be a pay-per-view fighter? Name me one. In fact, give you a chance. Give me two.
I think the person who stands out there at the moment is AZIM, I think. AZIM, the kid, I think, who could go places. And in fact, he's recently won a world title as well. He's very good. He's dedicated to the sport, I think, you know. And I think he will get to the top, definitely, and stay at the top for a good while.
Any young ones coming up?
There are a few young ones coming up. And in fact, to be honest with you, there's one of Amir's cousin's son, nephew, sort of thing you could say. He's coming, he's very good. His name is Umar Khan, and you need to look out for him. I think he's another good kid, decent kid, tall kid, and I think he's going to go places also.
Mr. Shah Khan, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Pleasure speaking to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.